Credit. As part of Edo State government efforts to fast-track ogbonge deve across the state, Governor Godwin Obaseki don put hand for the tax credit to Saro Group of Companies for the state government house. Signing the clearance certificate, Governor Godwin Obaseki tok say the state go use the tax credit for deve of infrastructure like road construction, and dem go also use am upgrade our healthcare centers. Oga Governor explain say dem don target the scheme to revolution as dem go use government approach to finance infrastructure to engender sustainable development. Oga Governor also tok say the scheme go also allow private companies invest for infrastructure in return for tax credit.
Today is one of those days in the life of our state that we are going to mark as one that is historic. Historic because we are doing something that has not been done before, except by the federal government. Because we have now realized that as you look into the future, the sources of financing this government activities will come mostly from the private sector. I've always emphasized that oil, fossil fuel, crude oil is a dinosaur economy. It's only a question of time that this country is going to grow on the back of investments being made by the private sector, and their tax contributions will be what will finance both federal and state governments in the years ahead. It is out of that realization that we in Edo State are putting in place the mechanism to begin to attract private sector investments. And one of those mechanisms is what we're just doing today, which is creating a tax credit system, a tax credit scheme that can allow our investors, people who have investments in Edo State or who are interested to come at Edo to invest, and they will now get a tax break, which they can now use in helping government to build infrastructure. This is what happens in many advanced countries. And we are very excited that we've been able to get Mr. Rashid Sarumi, who is the CEO of Saro Group of Companies, who have we just finalized investments, the opportunities for them in the area of ethanol and in oil palm. And they were very foresighted and farsighted in saying, look, why can't we just begin to assist the state now that you've given us the opportunity to come and invest in here? And this thinking led me to sign the Executive Order number 1 of 2021, which was the legal basis and the framework for which the framework for this scheme was designed and put in place. Like I said, this scheme is born out of our desire to fast-track development of infrastructure across the state. As you know, government alone cannot do it. And the more we have, try to build infrastructure, the more the demand from across the communities across the state. So we're always looking for innovative ways to ensure that we reach our people whose legitimate right it is to expect government to build infrastructure for them. There are so many Nigerians I know who have interests in Edo State by investing in Edo State. We want to encourage them to bring in more investments into Edo State. And that is why we are ensuring that we take very drastic measures against actions or people who will do anything to make sure that we do not allow those people who want to discourage private businesses or discourage investments to succeed in Edo State. This tax credit, as has been mentioned, will be used for things like construction of roads, upgrade and renovation of facilities like primary healthcare centers, secondary schools, as well as primary healthcare center in several communities.
The Chief Executive Officer for Saro Group of Companies comes salute to the governor for the tax credit.
For obvious reason, it's only in Edo State that the executive order has been issued till date. And I think this deserves a round of applause, not only to His Excellency and the top people that we work together, the PAMSEC. Several of them have not seen me before, and they were committed in making this work. And I must thank His Excellency. Yes, you can say, oh, but you are the one bringing additional fund, your tax to a state. But we've tried doing it elsewhere. It's not as easy because of lack of understanding. It's not been done before. And Edo State is pioneering an effort here. And I hope, sincerely, it will attract other indigenes like me, or who want to see to their development of their neighborhood, who can pay part of their taxes in the state under this scheme and make it work for them. I mean, this is development in action. Thank you.
This event na the first in history. E no easy for state to do the thing wey only federal government fit handle. This na the ogbonge informate wey TMC TV carry come give una on top the koko for today. My name na Ifeyinwa Ohazuike.